day. It's the National Football League. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports Cup. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Texans.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Complete to
Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Chiefs, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Watson on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 6-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
It's a loss of a yard.
The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
From the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
A loss of 7 yards.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Watson.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13. But it brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Cooper's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal.
And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 7 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, we talk about defenders specifically. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Justin Tucker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Intended for number 29.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
For the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. Now, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally, you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the Traders take a look, will step aside. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Chiefs 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Chris Jones on the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
84.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's gonna go down again. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's into the hands of Pascal. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His guys are on the road to Blowout City. They lead it big as we send you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second and 11 now. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
First and 10 at the
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10. at the 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So here are the Texans to take over. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
From the gun, here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and their lead will swell up to 28.
Chiefs 3.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Being chased at under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Down and sacked by Leighton Vander Esch.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Lockett the return.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Houston set to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Tackle made at the 36.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
For the running back.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
It's a gain of 3.
Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
No gain on the play. And it's
on 3rd down. Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Texans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.